Right, so as I said, I am really feeling overwhelmed at this point with how many shoes I got. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go over my collection a little bit to kind of document this whole process. I may get rid of like 5 or 6 shoes here and there, but this is all my collection. These are all my boxes. Ignore that mess. This is a very small room, which is another reason why I'm getting rid of a lot of these things. But I think what I want to focus on, and I'm going to do it by parts, is first the shoes that I had the most or like least wear. I'll go over those, I guess, last. And first, I'll go over my OG collection. So I started this OG collection first and foremost with the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. When I got these, it was 2022, I believe, November 2022. And this kind of really solidified, my desire to really focus on collecting a OG collection. A great shoe. I love the Lost and Founds. I've been, very vocal about my dislike for this cracked leather up here in the top. But regardless of that, I really do like this one. It's a classic shoe. It's probably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. Never gonna get rid of those. I got the Royal Reimagined ones, which again, I feel like people really hated on these. I was one of them, to be honest. I wasn't very convinced about the blue suede, but I don't mind it as much. Nubuck is really nice. It's really smooth to the touch. But I know the materials, and I think the criticisms are valid, but I still think this is still an underrated shoe. It's an OG colorway. And yeah, I really like these. They're just very, very clean, very poppin'. I know I'm gonna have to invest in some mink oil down the line because I know this blue is gonna start really discoloring, but that's a problem for future for Ernie, not me. Then I got these that I got actually this year. I got them like less than a month or two ago. I actually got these for $150. I was able to get them through a discounted price on the Nike online store using one of my methods. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend you look at that video. It's how I've gotten most of my shoes on the Nike store, and I've also been able to get them at such amazing prices because of that. But yeah, Jordan 2s are still to this day very underrated shoe, very comfortable shoe. Cannot recommend this silhouette enough. And OG, like you can't go wrong with OGs, right? Next up is my Jordan 3 Fire Reds, which are a gift that my girlfriend gave me. These are my favorite shoes in my collection. I will say that right off the bat. Really do like these, the Fire Reds. There's not much you can say about them. Jordan 3s are some of the most comfortable Jordans. And I've walked around them quite a bit, and I really do enjoy them. I just like them. And of course, classic Nike Air here in the back. Next up, these are part of my collection that I just got recently. I actually got these last month and I restored them. I did a little video on my Instagram and my TikTok on how I restored these. I kind of worked with Shoe Doc products to really kind of get rid of the oxidation here on the front of the shoe and the bottom. And then I really gave them a really nice clean and the conditioner in that product. This isn't paid, by the way, this video, but I just really do like Shoe Doc. I like his content. And he's an OG, and I really do like his stuff, and I really appreciate that, man. But I got these on eBay. I got them for such a nice price. I think it's around retail. They're really used, not really used. They were still in a very good condition, but they were in a salvageable condition. So I'm really happy that I was able to get these. I love these so much. These are my grails. These are shoes that I've been wanting since I got into the sneaker collecting thing. And yeah, I'm so happy that I finally have them in my collection. Like, this is such an iconic shoe, and I'm happy that it's part of my collection now. Next up, I have probably the most underrated silhouette next to the 2s is the Jordan 7. These are the Cardinals. These were a gift as well for my girlfriend. She really does know how to pay gifts. I'm gonna say that. My fiance, not a girlfriend anymore. She's my fiance. But Jordan 7 Cardinals, I've been eyeing these for such a long time. I wasn't gonna get them till like they actually dropped in price, and I waited over a year to get these. And I'm happy that I was able to get these for a discounted price. I think my fiance got them for $170. So such a great shoe. I can't believe people are sleeping on these. Next up, the Playoff 8s. Love these shoes. I wasn't very convinced about them because they definitely scream 90s. But once I got them, like, this is one of the best shoes I've had in my collection, man. They're just so clean. They emanate a lot of personality, and you know, the silhouette is iconic, man. And I'm so happy that the first 8s that I have in my collection were the playoff 8s, because that really solidified how much I want the Aquas, because these are so nice, so cool, and just a very unique silhouette. Next up, DMP 11s. I know these aren't technically OG because they're not Concords, but still I consider them OG. You know, with the patent leather and the white, like it's around the same. You know, you're just missing the blue on it, the Concord blue on it. But still, I really like this shoe. I will say, man, I'm really surprised and a little disappointed in how uncomfortable Jordan 11s really are. They're just really tight, in my opinion. They're really stiff, and I guess that's why people like them for basketball, because that is essentially what you're going to use them for. You know, for on-court performance, they really hug your feet really nicely. But for walking and like casual wear, they started to hurt quite a bit. So regardless of that, I think this is one of my favorite pickups of 2023, if not my favorite pickup of last year. This was my top shoe Jordan for last year, so definitely one of my favorite shoes in my collection. Like, Jordan 11s are just incredible, man, iconic. You can't speak all of its praises. Then we got the Jordan 12s, the Sherry 12s. These shoes, I wasn't convinced on them. I actually didn't like them at first, just because to me they just look like clown shoes, man. Like, it's just the red and the white. They always remind me of Ronald McDonald shoes. I don't know why. It's just the combination, the color blocking. But regardless, they are an OG and they are iconic. I do want to get the Flu Game 12s. I think those are my next ones. I really do like Flu Game 12s. I think they're better looking than these, but hey, an OG is an OG, right? You got to give your respect to the OGs. And then last but not least, on my OG collection, I have the Laney 14s. Laney 14s, one of my favorite shoes of last year as well. So happy I was able to cop these. I got these for below retail, if I'm not mistaken. And again, using my favorite method of the Nike store, where you favorite the shoe. I'll link the video up there. But you favorite the shoe, and then you just consistently look for it. And they'll often and not have like little restocks here and there that don't get caught by the system or by your favorite accounts on Twitter and whatnot. So that's how I was able to cop this one. Just an iconic shoe, just a very, very nice shoe. And I think 14s are probably one of my more uniquely looking shoes that I really do like. Right next to the Jordan 2s, right next to the Jordan 7s. I just really, really adore Jordan 14s. I've grown to really like them. But yeah. As far as OGs, I'm missing Jordan 4s, Jordan 5s, Jordan 6s, Jordan 9s, 10s, and that's pretty much it. Then after that, I think I'm gonna start stepping away from OGs, just because, you know, I think OG colorways tend to be a little limited. It's usually just black, red, or white for the most part, so it's not really into what I'm really into, but you know, you gotta give props, you know, to what like a huge part of sneaker collecting is, and that's OG colorways for Jordan 1 through 14. But those are my OG collection. Next, let me talk about actual performance shoes that I actually use to play ball. As you can see, this is an old, I don't even use this ball. It's just an old like ball I used to have in middle school. But these are the shoes that I use to on court regularly every week, and I really do like every single shoe on this one. I use one pair more than others, but yeah. I have here the LeBron 19s. I don't really recall what colorway this one is. This is a bulky ass shoe, and traction isn't the best, and there's a reason why I only use this shoe for outdoor courts. It's very bouncy, so it helps a lot with my knees when I'm playing in cement or any other outdoor court. I don't recommend these for indoors because, like I said, the traction isn't that great. But it's very bouncy. Shock absorption is amazing. Support is okay, but I do think this is one of the better shoes for outside play, to be honest. It's just really, really comfortable to play in. Very, very bouncy. It helps a lot with your bounce, with your vertical, I will say that. But yeah, definitely if you're a shifty player, I don't recommend these shoes. They're very bulky, they're very heavy, so it doesn't matter. I still like these a lot. These are one of my favorite first basketball shoes in modern day that I've bought and worn. So I really do like these for performance purposes. Next up, I have these LeBron 20s, and these are one of my favorite performance pickups of last year. I got these for a discount. I got these at the outlet store. These sat for such a long time that I was just always impressed that people were not picking up the LeBron 20s. These were for like almost half off, man, if I don't remember it correctly. But the LeBron 20 retailed for $200, man. $200, and I was able to cop these for around $75. Like, that's way below half price. Like, that's crazy, man. The material is great. It's suede, so it's really soft. At the same time, it might be less durable than just a leather shoe or like a knitted shoe, like a synthetic material, but still one of the best shoes that I've played on. It's very comfortable, a lot of support, very bouncy, and it's way less heavy than the prior one, the 19, for obvious reasons. This is a bulky ass shoe. It's basically a boot, but this one of my first low top shoes that I hooped in, and I really do like them. I can't sing its praises enough. Traction is amazing, support is amazing. Like, it's the perfect shoe if you're on the heavier side and you still want speed, you still want a support. Definitely cannot recommend enough the LeBron 20s, man. LeBron 20s, one of the best performing shoes in recent memory. I can't think of any other shoe that really performs this well, and especially an olive colorway. I love olive green. Next up, I have probably one of the shoes that I like the most on the court, and it's a shoe that I didn't think I would like because of just how unique it looks and just how uncomfortable it looks. But it is the Harden Volume 7s. These I got for a discount on the Adidas outlet. If you find the trend right now, I do like my deals. I only buy performance shoes, like actual shoes that I'm gonna wear on the court. I only buy them at a discount. I don't like paying retail for basketball shoes, actual shoes that I'm gonna use on the court, because they're gonna get beat up, as you can see. Like, it would really kill me if I paid full price for a pair of basketball shoes and then they end up getting all destroyed because I'm actually using them, you know? So I always tend to go for the outlet deals on basketball shoes. But these, man, these are one of the best shoes of last year, I believe. I think this was the 2023 Harden model. And yeah, ventilation sucks on this shoe. As you can see, it's just all padded here on the top. There's no ventilation besides like the tongue, I guess, or the sock part. But still, it is a great shoe. I still think this is one of the better performing shoes. Traction is amazing. It's very bouncy, it's very responsive. You have great court feel. It's a little bulky in the back, so it does. I've more often than not almost hurt myself by bumping into other players because of just how bulky it is around the bottom and the back. But still, it is one of the better shoes, performing shoes out there right now in the market. And I can't wait for the Harden 8s. I think the Harden 8s are going to be a great addition to their line. Then I got this one. I both love and hate this shoe. This is the Giannis Freak 4 in this very cool colorway. I really do like the colorway and the color blocking in this one, but it is one of the least supportive shoes I've played in. I twisted my ankle multiple times on this shoe. I don't know what it is. Like, I think it's just the lack of like foam in the collar here and where your ankle goes. And I guess, I mean, that may be the main reason, but it's also like a shoe that's very easy to like just step in correctly and then you just go. Like, the stability on it is not the best. It's a very light shoe. It's a bouncy shoe. It's a reactive shoe. I mean, it has a Nike Air Zoom there in the front and the back. So it is one of the shoes that is better for like if you're a fast player and that sort of stuff. But I still don't like the performance on this shoe, I will say. It's a very nice shoe, very clean shoe. I would probably wear this more casually than anything and for walking and stuff, but definitely for like on court, at least for me, it didn't work. And I think it has to do with my weight. I'm a heavier player, so I really need my stability on the ankle region. And then I have this shoe, which I think I'm gonna get rid of. This is one of the shoes that I'm probably gonna sell as well with the Giannis, and it's the LeBron 18s. These are the Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian colorway. It's a very unique shoe. It's a very nice shoe. I got it because I love Looney Tunes, and I think this is one of the better like Space Jam sort of shoes. But still, like, they're very tight, man. Like, the support is amazing on the ankle region, but that also pushes your foot forward. So I constantly damage my toe, my big toe on this shoe, even though it's true to size. I mean, I went true to size, probably should have gone a half size up. And don't get me wrong, it's a great shoe. It's very reactive, it's very bouncy, like much like the 19. It's better for like jumping and that sort of stuff. There's a lot of shock absorption, but oh my God, man, like it's just too tight of a shoe. Still like it a lot. I'm still up in the air if I'm gonna get rid of it or not, or just keep it as a collection, part of my collection, but still one of the shoes that I'm least likely to use nowadays, just because of how tight it is and how uncomfortable it is to play on them. Next up, probably my, I don't know, another kind of disappointing shoe. It's pretty much the same as far as traction and support goes from the LeBron 20s, but I think the only thing I don't like about this specific colorway is the material in the upper. It's very nice, but it also gets dirty very easily, and you can already start seeing like a lot of damage on it. And I've only played on these once. I only played on these once for like an hour, 2 hours, and like it started to like really like get beat up. So it's an okay shoe. It performs well, picks up a lot of dust. I will say that, even over the 20s. So it's still a good enough performing shoe. I'm probably gonna keep it, but I don't think I'm gonna play on these as much as I used to. I might keep them as just like casual wear shoes, but yeah, LeBron 21s up in the air still for me as far as like preference. And these are my latest pickup. I got these last week. I'm so happy with this purchase because I got them for 40 bucks. So that might be the reason why I really like them, but I got the Jordan 38s for $40, man. They were originally priced $50, and then I was able to get $10 off with a status cash from JD Sports. But I really do like this shoe, man. It's less supportive than LeBron's. As you can tell, there's almost no foam on the ankle region. So I still have yet to really try these playing against other players and like really heavy action playing. I just use them on court to like shoot around and like do some drills here and there, but nothing too crazy. And they're okay. They're a very light shoe, very responsive. I'm doing a quick review on them later today. So yeah, I really do like them, but again, there's better Jordan shoes, or at least there's better options when it comes to like players like me who prefer a lot more stability in the ankle region. But still an okay shoe. I have yet to really try them on and really put them to test, but $40, I couldn't let it go, man. And now I'm going to this sort of like mess that I still don't know what to do with. I might just get more shoe like these drop top boxes, but a lot of these shoes are shoes that I really do like, that I'm still debating if I want to get rid of some. Probably not, because I really do use these a lot, but we'll see, man. First up, we have, let me start, I guess, with the oldest out of the bunch, which is these. I got, most of these are collaborations. Well, a lot of these are collaborations, but I have the Jordan 13, Soulfly, Gone Fishing. I did a review on these shoes. It was probably, I think, my first like full review and unboxing on the channel. Comfortable ass shoe, man. Like even the inside of it, like very velvety, very satin-like. I don't know exactly what kind of material it is, but it is a very comfortable shoe in the inside and a very wearable shoe. If you've worn 13s, you know that they're very comfortable. They're basically like walking on clouds, kind of. So I really do like this shoe. It's really bulky, I will say, but still one of the better shoes in my collection. And you know, Soulfly, man, Soulfly always knocks it out of the park with the collabs, with the Jordan collab. So I'm very happy with this shoe. I'm probably never gonna get rid of this shoe just because of how unique it is, and just because, you know, I really do like Soulfly as a brand. So yeah, Soulfly 13 is one of the better ones out there, one of the more classy looking 13s, to be honest. I've worn these for like Christmas dinners and stuff, and I love them. I really do like these Jordan 13s. Just a unique shoe. Next up, we got another outlet find, and these I'm very happy about because I found them at the Nike clearance store chilling. Oops, I found them chilling on like the front, like in the front area. Just nobody was paying attention to them, and I was like, why is nobody buying a Jordan 3? And as soon as I picked them up and I saw that they were my size 8.5, I had to pick these up. I got these for like $75, man. The Jordan 3 muslin, one of the better pickups of last year. I really like this shoe. Gives me a lot of craft vibes, kind of like off-white vibes a little bit. And yeah, just a very nice shoe, very nice colorway. Changing materials, like you got suede here where the elephant print usually goes. The upper is all canvas, so it's a little bit harder to keep clean, but still, I still like using it to, damn. I thought I brushed it, man. It's full of hair because went and got a haircut on these, in these. But yeah, still a very nice shoe. I like the colorway. It's kind of like, I like the clash of colors with like a bright red and then like the cream color kind of sail on it, the different shades of cream, and then like this kind of like purplish, kind of blue grayish sort of suede. I really like these. And again, Jordan 3s, you can't go wrong with comfortability as far as Jordan 3s. Next up, I got the Jordan 4 Crafts. As I said, I'm a big fan of the Craft series from Jordan. I'm really happy that I was able to cop these for retail. Jordan 4s, you can't say much when it comes to comfortability because they're not comfortable. They've never been comfortable, but still they are pretty, one of the more prettier, I think, Jordan 4s out there. You know, very giving me off-white vibes here with the cream and like the see-through heel tab. The interior, like really like soft to the touch. Why is there so much hair in my shoes, bro? What the hell? But yeah, one of the better shoes. I really do like these. These are probably my favorite Jordan 4s in my collection. Yeah, no, I have 2 Jordan 4s. I was gonna say, like, is this the only Jordan 4 I have? No, I don't. Yeah, I really like these. Not a lot to say about the Jordan 4 Crafts. They're just very nice. I like the change of like design, like where the netting is usually. I like that. It's really, I don't know, it's just very different. And I really do like when Jordan does that sort of stuff, changing it up with the materials and what's commonly known. I may get the Jordan 4 Craft Olives just because I really like the color. And again, I like crafts, but I'm still waiting for a discount on them because I'm trying to save money and I'm not trying to spend, you know, pay full price for something that's been sitting for like, God, feels like 3 months now. And then I got the Jordan 2 Black Cements. I'm still impressed that this was never an OG colorway. It just, I guess like the black cement thing really didn't kick off till the Jordan 3, so I can see that, but still, I think if this was a OG colorway, this would have changed the course and the narratives around the Jordan 2 because it's such a clean colorway, man. It's such a nice looking shoe. The color blocking works so well for the Jordan 2. I'm just impressed that the Jordan brand didn't think of this earlier, man, because this is probably one of my favorite Jordan 2 colorways ever. Just amazing colors. It just works so well, man, with the black cement colorway. I love this shoe so much. Classy shoe, wear it for work, wear it, you know, dress it up, dress it down. Just a very dynamic colorway. Cannot go wrong with the black cement 2s. I love this color blocking. Next up, we got my favorite Jordan 1 of last year, the Palomino 1s. I don't know what else you can say about the Palomino, man. Mocha 2.0, whatever you want to call it. Just amazing, man. The nubuck here is very smooth, very nice. Like it's very close to the grain. Like the material on the actual black leather is just amazing. I like the sail, kind of like midsole. It's just a very classy shoe, man. If you didn't cop these last year, you have to get yourself a pair, man. If you're a Jordan 1 enthusiast, Jesus, man, this is one of the better Jordan 1s I've ever had in my collection. It's also a very classy shoe. You can definitely dress these up very nicely. A great shoe, and the materials are top notch. Next up, I got the UNC 1s that I still have not worn. They're DS Jordan 1 UNC. What can you say, man? Iconic colorway, iconic blues. Still gotta wear these. Again, I got these for retail if I'm not mistaken, and I got these using my method with the Nike online store. So very happy with these. These were a come up. Great pickup of last year. I just love this colorway. Just an iconic color blocking, to be honest. So just love this shoe, man. UNC 1. And here we have my first Jordan 5 of my collection that I copped last year. The Jordan 5 Mars for Her. I like the Toros. I think they're okay, but I just like this shade of red a lot more. And I like the burnt of the teeth here, the shark teeth here in the bottom of the midsole. Just makes them look a lot more cooler. I don't necessarily like icy soles, to be honest, so I really do like this vintage kind of like yellowish more kind of vibe. It just gives me really vintage vibes, and I really do like these shoes. I know they're women's colorway. That never stopped me with none of my shoes, so I'm just very happy with this one, and I think that they just pop, and they're just a great colorway for the Jordan 5. Now I really just need the OG Jordan 5s because those are also one of my favorite ones. The fire red specifically, or the grapes. I just like the grapes a lot, man. But yeah, Jordan 5, even the netting, man, it looks vintage. I love that look on this specific shoe. So next up, I got these, man. These I honestly both regret a little bit, and I really do like a lot. I regret because I definitely overpaid on these. I paid $120 at a sneaker convention, and they're heavily used. It even has some staining there. I mean, they're still in great condition, but still, I think I probably could have brought these down for like, I don't know, probably like $100 or less. But still, regardless, the Olympic 5s are still really cool. I like the gold details, and I especially like the gold tongue. You know, it's a deviation from 3M's tongues that you usually see on 5s, but regardless, very happy with this. It's a clean shoe, you know, it's a beater for me, to be honest. Don't really care much about keeping these in pristine condition. Just an overall great overall white shoe. And then these also, man, one of my favorite collabs of last year, the Social Status Mac Attacks. Really like these, but look at this, man. The suede got destroyed here in the back because of jean dyeing. My jeans just kind of like bled onto them. I'm gonna try and fix it. I know I can, because I really do like this shoe. I like the satin green. It's just very clean, like especially with the whenever light hits it, it's just very clean. Don't really like the overly vintage and like aged midsole, but regardless of that, I think this is a really cool shoe. The story behind it is really neat. Regardless of what happened with Social Status, the owner, and everything, all the drama currently happening with it, I've always wanted a gum bottom shoe, and this was probably the best shoe to start off that kind of like itch, scratch that itch for me especially. Very nice shoe, classic silhouette, and I couldn't chosen a better shoe to start out that gum shoe collection. Then I got these shoes that I still think to this day are very underrated. The Air Jordan 1 in the Vibrations of Nyjah colorway. The materials on it are very interesting. They're very nice, very cool. The story behind it is very nice. I really recommend you look up Nyjah and what the decision to use this sort of material was. I think it's a very special shoe. The quality on the leather is very nice. It's very smooth and very soft to the touch. I just like these qualities over any other Jordan 1, to be honest. And they went, you know, way under retail. I got these for like $120 or something like that, even cheaper, I think, because they continuously were on sale. Like, they were giving these away, and I'm still impressed that people really did not fuck with these as much as I thought they would, because it is a very clean colorway, very clean shoe, and again, you can never go wrong with an all white sneaker. Like, it's just beautiful, man. Next up, I got the Air Jordan 10s, the City of Flight here. Probably one of my favorite shoes, favorite pickups from the eBay resale market, the used market, just because of just how reminiscent it is of the OG black and white Jordan 10s. Of course, you know, the colors are flipped. The white part is supposed to be black and the black part is supposed to be white. But still, like, I've gotten people confused. Like, they think that this is the OG colorway. People have been giving me compliments. Even though it is a used shoe, I still think it's in a very nice condition, man. And for this to be my first Jordan 10, I'm not that fussed about it. This is also a beater. I like wearing these to, like, just whenever I go out walking, or when I know it's gonna be like, I don't know. Usually not when I'm going to do like really fancy things, like, so to speak. But I really like these. I got these for such a great price. They're used, obviously. Now, let me start. Oh, I forgot about these. I can't believe I forgot about these. These are also one of my favorite collabs of last year. The Air Jordan 8, Mi Casa es Su Casa from Soulfly. I did a video on these. I did a review on these. I think the story behind these are amazing. I think the color blocking on these are amazing. The material choices are amazing. Like, there's not a lot I can say about this shoe that hasn't been already said. It's just a very clean and fancy shoe. I just love it a lot. It's amazing. Clean color. Next up, I have a shoe that I'm probably gonna get rid of. It's a very clean shoe, don't get me wrong, but I need to get rid of some stuff, man. But it is this Jordan 1 mid in the Craft series. This specific white one, it gives me very off-white vibes with the hints here of like orange stitching and like the cream color and like just the exposed foam and stuff like that. But I really like, I just already have too many white sneakers that I'm like, there's nothing that really attracts me about this shoe if I'm not wearing like like a full pant if I don't have something like covering that it's a mid. Because to be honest, I really don't necessarily like mids. Not because like, you know, I'm not a hype beast or anything, but I just don't like the cut sometimes. And the tongue is like too high up. Just looks a little weird sometimes. I just wish this shoe, if this was a high, I would definitely consider keeping it. But as of right now, I'm iffy about it. I might get rid of this one. Still a great shoe. I love the Craft series. I think the Craft series is one of the best things the Jordan brand's done in the last few years. So I don't know. Still not entirely convinced on them. And then this one also, probably it was my first cop of 2023, and I'm very happy with them. God damn, bro, why am I dropping everything? Jesus Christ. I'm just not entirely sure about these because at first I really liked the rattan colorway for the penny ones, but there's been just so many better colorways of the pennies that I'm like, I think I'm gonna get rid of these, and with that same money, just buy a better colorway for the penny ones. Don't get me wrong, it's still a nice color, but I'm like, I don't have space for 2 pennies in my collection. I just think one should be enough. But still, a really nice shoe, comfortable shoe to walk in, little bulky, but it is Air Max after all. So you can definitely walk long distances with these and not, you know, feel them, not get too tired, you know, they're not Jordans. This is another shoe that I'm still not entirely convinced that I want to keep, and it's the Air Jordan 1 Low. I guess you want to call it like black elephant print. I really don't know what to call it. Apparently these are an OG cut, if I'm not mistaken. That's one of the main reasons why I'm still keeping this shoe. But there's not a lot of ways you can really style this sort of shoe. Yeah, I mean, anything black, anything white goes with anything, but it's just, the design is very busy that I'm just like, what am I gonna do with it? The materials are nice, but again, it's also almost all suede or nubuck, and that necessarily doesn't make it my favorite kind of shoe. But yeah, you know, I might keep them around. I might not. I'm not entirely sure on these still. I still think these are a great shoe, underappreciated, but not any use for them in like, I don't know, outfits and stuff. Now, this is another shoe that I'm probably 100% convinced that I'm gonna get rid of because I don't necessarily like Dunks. I think they're really boring, to be honest. And the material quality is not the best. As you can see, like the cuts of leather, they're very like, I don't know, they just look very cheap. I just never liked Dunk qualities, to be honest. I think they're a little overrated in the grand scheme of things. I think they're just very basic kind of shoe. And I haven't worn this shoe in like, God, it feels like almost a year now. It's a great idea behind it. I think the execution behind it is amazing with the swoosh here that you can like rub off the paint and it reveals this sort of like lottery design. But it's cool, but once that is done, is like, okay, it's just a green Dunk, you know? So it's kind of boring in my opinion. So I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I might gift them to somebody in my family. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I don't wear Dunks enough to like keep them around. This shoe I'm definitely keeping just because they remind me so much of the Eminem 4s, and those are the black canvas 4s. This shoe was the first 4 I ever copped ever since I started collecting again. And it's just a very clean shoe. It's a full black shoe with hints of white and gray, and you can't go wrong, man. And yes, there are many, you know, similarities to the Eminem 4, so I think that was one of the main reasons why I went for it. But again, just, you can never go wrong with a black sneaker. It's just a very nice sneaker. And again, I would never get rid of these because in the aftermarket right now, in the resale market right now, these are going for like a hefty price, man. I don't know why. It's a basic ass shoe, but yeah, if anything, that's why I'm gonna keep them. And then this one was I don't want to call it a grail, but this was definitely one of the shoes that got me back into collecting after seeing them on a buddy of mine. And these are the Pine Green 3s. I think this is such a clean shoe, such a clean colorway. I think the colors work very good with each other. Gray works amazing with like a green, a darker green than the black. It's just an amazing 3. And like, I love 3s. 3s are one of my top 3 favorite silhouettes. And when I saw this one, saw my friend had these, that is what got me back into collecting. A little bit of background, I started collecting around 2017, and I started with like basic stuff like Gazelles, like Adidas Gazelles, Air Max 97s and stuff like that. But this was the shoe that kind of like put me on Jordans, if I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this one and the Black Cement 3s. And I haven't looked back ever since then. Jordan quickly became one of my favorite sneaker brands out there. It's not my favorite, So yeah, I hold a very special dear heart to this one. The pine greens, I'll never get rid of them. I love this colorway. I'm starting to notice that I really like very primary colors like red, blue, green, RGB. I like yellow as well, as you can tell. I don't know, I'm starting to like notice that pattern a lot in my shoes. Another underrated sneaker, and one that to be honest, I don't wear enough, and I think I should wear a lot more, is the Jordan 2 Low in the Varsity Blue colorway. I love this one. I not gonna lie, I got this because they remind me of the Fragments, Jordan Fragments. It is what it is, and that's one of the main reasons why I got this. I just love this shoe. It's very cool. I really do like it. The Fragment, yeah, it's the Fragment one. Sorry, yes. Just a really clean colorway, and they went very underappreciated. They even went for sale on a lot of places. I've seen them below retail, and I can't believe that. This is an amazing shoe, amazing colorway, very comfortable, man. Jordan 2s, as far as comfortability, they really rank up there. They are probably one of the better ones to walk around. This one is another shoe that I don't know if I'm gonna keep. I really do like, but I already have a Jordan 3 Fire Red, you know, like if you were to choose between a Fire Red and the Dark Iris, you're always gonna go with the Fire Red, you know? Purple is a little bit harder to like mix and match, but this is one of the first Jordan 3s that I bought ever since I got back into collecting. And I sought after this shoe for a while, man. I got these from StockX. Like I don't know. Ever since they came out, I've been like really eyeing them because purple does something to me. It's not really my favorite color, but every time I see it, like I feel at peace, you know, when I see a purple color. So I don't know. It's one of those shoes that I'm probably just gonna keep as a beater. As you can tell, they're already pretty beat. I've worn these at the beach. I've worn these at many places for traveling. So maybe I'll just keep them around as beaters because, you know, not a lot of things I can do with that sort of shoe. And then this was not one of my Grails, but this was definitely a shoe that I wanted to cop ever since they released in 2022. The Jordan 6 Georgetown. I love this shoe. I think it's one of the better looking shoes from the Jordan 6s, especially from like the university colors. I just like gray. I like dark blue, navy blue. It's just, I think it works so well with it. I got these on the aftermarket. They're used from eBay, and they're a little beat up right here. I don't know what happened there, man. I really gotta put some TLC into these because they are starting to like really show their age. I need to work that suede a little bit, but I love them. I like how they glow when you like put a light onto them. The 3M behind the actual material is really a cool idea, a really nice addition. But I like these, man, a lot. Probably one of my favorite in my collection. And then I have a bunch of different shoes that these are basically probably like my least worn shoes, or at least like my beaters. Like I got the Max Griffey's in this like sunset colorway. Love these. I got these for like 75 bucks. The Charles Barkley's, I got these in like I got these at retail, but I got these super early if I'm not mistaken. I got them like 2 or 3 days early, or at least like almost a week from Foot Locker. A great shoe. I'll never get rid of these. They're amazing, really comfortable shoe. Jordan 7, not citrus. Is it citrus? Yeah, I think these are the citruses. I don't remember the actual colorway, but I like these a lot. I think the contrast stitching really works for this specific color. So one of my favorite shoes, one of the more comfortable ones. I love the Jordan 7s. Jordan 2, Lucky Greens. What can I say, man? Jordan 2s are probably one of my favorite silhouettes now. It's crazy how that worked out. But again, I like the cream midsole. I think Jordan 2s work way much better with cream midsoles over black midsoles. And again, this is just another beater as well. Another shoe that I don't wear enough. Oh my God, everything's falling down. This is why I hate this thing, man. This is why I need to like get rid of this and just buy some more boxes, some shoe boxes for this sort of stuff. I got the Pumas, the Pokemon Pumas, the Charmander ones. I don't wear these enough. I've worn these like 2 or 3 times. They're such a cool collab, but the more I look at them, the more they remind me of Lil Kid shoes, and like I just don't know how to feel about them. And also they're very uncomfortable, man. They're very tight. It just really hug your feet a lot. And then they're also very heavy, man. Like these are some of the heaviest shoes I've ever held, man. And I just don't know, man. They also feel a little cheap on the inside. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with these. I love Pokemon, so I might just keep them as like a collection piece, but at the same time, it's like they're just taking up space right now, man. I got these Lunar Raids. I don't know what to say about them. They're just Lunar Raids. Let me move stuff around, man, because I don't want everything to fall on my shoes. Here I got the Gazelles in the dark clay. These are one of the first shoes that I ever bought for my collection. Love the Gazelles. Again, look at the condition these are on, man. These definitely need some TLC, but it's suede, man. It's so tough to clean. But these are one of my first shoes that I ever copped when I started collecting shoes back in 2017. So yeah, it's one of my more worn shoes. They're really beat up, as you can tell. So these are definitely beaters, but I love them a lot. Can't go wrong with Gazelles, man. They're very clean silhouette. The Air Jordan 1 Pollens, as I said, like I wasn't that big in Jordans when I started collecting. I was more so into Air Maxes and like Adidas. But like I saw these and I was like, I need these, especially because I couldn't cop the Taxis. And I don't know, man. I like the Pollens. They're a nice colorway. They remind me a lot of like the Wu-Tang Dunks, specifically that colorway. So I really do like them. I have here the Lunar Raids. I got these from like a thrift store. I honestly only got them because I read up that the Jordan 8s drew a lot of inspiration from this shoe, and I thought that was really cool, and especially because, you know, these are like the South Beach Miami colorway. And I don't know, man, there's a lot of story behind the Lunar Raids, the Air Raids. I think these are such a cool shoe, really giving me like super Back to the Future vibes. I've never worn them, to be honest, not even for the court, not even for like outdoor playing, hooping. I might keep them. I don't know. I have them up for sale right now on eBay, but I might take them out just because they haven't moved at all. Next up, I have my only SBs in my collection. These are the Spectrum SBs, high tops. The Lunar SB, the Spectrum SBs, I actually got these from Seth Fowler. If you follow sneaker content on YouTube, you know who Seth Fowler is. I bought these from one of his Whatnot streams, just because they were in my size and I never had any SBs, and I wanted to see what the whole fuss was about SBs. And like I can see it, man. These are definitely more comfortable than normal Dunks. So really cool colorway, really nice. These go for a hefty penny on the aftermarket. I think if they're new, like DS, they could go like for around $300, $400. And it's just a very clean colorway. They're both different colors on both shoes. Like one is all green suede and the other one is like all blue suede and stuff. They definitely do need some help though on that cleaning. So it's definitely one of the more like unique shoes that I have in my collection. So I'll never get rid of these. Basic up tempos, bolt up tempos. I've hooped in these. Don't recommend it. It's very uncomfortable. I got hella blisters from them, but you can never go wrong with up tempos, man. Like Scottie Pippen, just a classic silhouette, man. I definitely bought these out of impulse because I wanted some up tempos, and I would definitely go for like some more like a white one or like a more basic colorway, because these are very busy and I've never worn these outside of like the gym or stuff like that. But again, a really cool thing to have in your collection, in my opinion. Next up, I have some from my first few from my collection, the Air Max 97s, and this really just basic black colorway. I got these for a steal. I got these from ASOS back in the day, and these are definitely beaters, man. Like I need to really take care of these because they're really beat, but they're just beaters, man. To like airport, to go to the airport when I'm on trips or whatever. You can't go wrong with Air Max 97s, man. Another shoe that I might get rid of, these Air Max high tops, Air Force 1 high tops, and this like, I don't know what they're called. They're called, God, I forgot the name of them. They have a specific name for them. There's like a burnt or orange type of colorway. I got these for like a steal at the outlets way back in like 2017. These were one of my first outlet cops because they remind me of like Timberland boots. So that's one of the reasons why I got them. I'm definitely probably gonna get rid of these because I have no use for them, to be honest. And they're just sitting here, so no point in keeping them. My first expensive cop for my sneaker collection, and now they're really beat, these Air Max 97s and these like platinum white colorway. They've lasted me for such a long time, since 2018. Worn them religiously, day in, day out. Probably one of my favorite shoes in my collection, but they really do need some TLC. They're starting to oxidize there. Definitely gotta clean them a little bit and give them the TLC they need, man. Some basic Chucks. Drew like some of my own designs there. Nothing to really write home about, but you can't go wrong with Chucks. Some Super Dries that my girlfriend gave me. They're just very special because my girlfriend gave them to me. I still think they're really nice. They're not the best quality, I'm not gonna lie, but the leather is great. I'm gonna say that. What I'm talking about is the form and the comfortability. They're not very comfortable in that sense, but still I think the quality is really nice. The leather is really nice. And last but not least, a shoe that I'm definitely gonna get rid of, and I hate to get rid of because I got them for such like a cheap price, but still, I never wore them. So I worn them like 3-4 times, but they're not the most comfortable shoe to walk around. They're very blocky, as you can see from the bottom. Even though they're Air Maxes, they're supposed to be comfortable shoes. They're not the best quality, man. My foot kept like shifting from left to right because they're so blocky. The upper doesn't really hold its form, and I wouldn't feel very bad getting rid of these because these were very cheap. These were like $50 or $60. And yeah, they're stylistically very simple, very classic, but I have no use for them, you know? So I might definitely get rid of these soon enough. I don't know yet. But yeah, man, that is my collection as of now, as of January 2024. Let me know what you think of my collection, specifically my OG collection. Like, that's the main attraction, I think, to my collection as of now. I'm kind of like gonna go from 1 to 14, gonna try and cop all OG colorways. I'm slowly but surely getting there, very excited, but I've been getting way more into like performance actual basketball shoes. So I don't know, I might start focusing more on that. I love collabs, as you can see, Jordan collabs specifically. I think they're one of the better ones. But yeah, man, slowly but surely building out my collection, but I need to make some space for a few things because I am starting to feel I've started to feel like a little like I'm drowning in shoes at this point. I know it's not a lot. I know there's people with way more bigger collections, but it's just priorities, you know, priorities are slowly changing, but we'll see, man.